Hello everybody, it's Shady here, and today we got a couple of bits of RPG news, some interesting things. So yeah, the first one, the Trails from the Sky remake is coming out next year, 2025. It's just coming out at some point. So I would imagine probably like near the end of the year or something. Yeah, which looks cool. Obviously, this is the first game in the Trails series, but was obviously just on the PSP, and I think got like a PC port or something. But yeah, instead of just porting it, they're doing a full-on remake, which is awesome. Can't wait for this, because I've never played the game or the series, but I've heard great things, so really looking forward to it. I know that there's kind of some kind of spin-off series and stuff. You got like Trails into Cold Steel and some other ones, which splinter off, but they all are actually connected, and you kind of have to play them in order, from what I've heard. So really good to have this. A little bit of annoying news though. Unfortunately, the collector's edition is gonna be a limited run games bloody exclusive, which is ridiculous. I was able to get, even though I haven't played the games, I was able to get the Trails into Cold Steel 4 and 5 double pack. Oh, was it 3 and 4 double pack for PS5 limited edition off Falcon's website, or NAS, whoever it is. But why is it that I'm going to have to go to them to get a collector's edition? I mean, I'm not going to get it, but if I was a fan, it's ridiculous. Because the annoying thing is, with this, you're not going to effing get it on the release date because it's limited run and they take the piss, So yeah, a bit of a joke. I mean, if they can get it on time, that's cool, but typically it takes them ages. Like, I'm still waiting on my clock tower from them. Apparently it's on the way, but we'll wait and see. And I think that came out in October or something, so yeah, it's ridiculous. But yeah, I mean, besides that, still great. Gonna look forward to playing this game. Obviously, yeah, it's on Switch, PS5 and PC. Yeah, obviously no Xbox, but Falcon games don't go on there, so it's not a surprise. I mean, it would have been nice if it did, but whatever. Maybe it could potentially at some point. But yeah, I'm pretty certain we're going to see it on the successor of the Switch 2. Yeah, and I'm assuming obviously the Switch version will be like a 30 frames one, and the PS5 60, pretty much going to be the difference. But yeah, it's going to be great. Looking forward to it. And yeah, next up, obviously from Falcon, for some reason, they're doing an updated version of Ys 10 called Ys 10 Proud Nordics. Obviously, Nordics was the subtitle of Ys 10. And yeah, this is really weird because it's coming out next year, and we only just got Ys 10 over here. So it's very weird, and apparently it's making significant changes. I think it's, going to be adding new story segments and all sorts of extras, so yeah. So they're kind of doing like an atlas where they're doing, updated versions, like what they do with basically all their games like Persona and whatnot. So yeah, obviously, thankfully, I mean, I picked up Ys 10 on the Switch, but that was the Japanese version. I didn't pick up the international one, thankfully, so I will be getting this instead. Yeah, but Ys 10 is really cool. Obviously, yeah, if you don't know, with the Ys games, they're kind of set in, it's basically the adventures of Adol, who essentially he will just like land on an island and become their new savior, pretty much. And each one's set at a different time, and this one is a younger Adol. Yeah, so obviously if you played like Ys 9, you'll be confused because he looks completely different. But yeah, they're all standalone, but essentially he's the main character. But yeah, Ys 10's really cool because it changes up the combat. You have both Adol and Karja, who's this like kind of Viking girl, and you can kind of switch between them, use them in tandem. Really awesome battle system. I'm assuming they're going to add some improvements to the combat system as well as the story stuff. Probably going to add all the DLC, some new DLC. So yeah, it's going to be really cool. Yeah, so this is weird, to me anyway. It just makes me wonder why they did the international release if they're just doing this version next year. Are we going to get a worldwide release? I'm not too sure on that yet. But yeah, they should have just not released it and then just wait for this version really, but whatever. Maybe you can buy it as a DLC, an update on the previous version, I'm not sure, but yeah. I mean, still really interested. I think it's going to be cool as hell. And yeah, that's pretty much the only 2 announcements. Yeah, really looking forward to these 2 games. Cannot wait for Trials Into the Sky. And yeah, I hope you have a great rest of your day, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.